Hey guys, what's up? This is C-Line here, bringing you some more ranked game commentaries. I will be playing Ashe in this commentary. Good old Ashe. So she's obviously the ranged AD. I'm yet to do a ranged AD commentary, but in this game I was playing Ashe. So I figured I'd pop out a ranked game commentary just to show you kind of the different roles I can play, and that's what you want to be able to do in ranked. You want to be able to play multiple roles before you start playing ranked. There's nothing worse than coming to your pick, you need, AD carry or whatever, and you're like, yeah, I can't. Or you don't say that, you do it, and then you proceed to feed, and you've cost your team the game generally. But as far as the teams go, anyway, we have Lee Sin, Kennen, Gangplank, Sona, and me on Ashe versus Soraka, Kassadin, Olaf, Nocturne, Tristana. So here we go, we get into the game. But as far as that team goes, Olaf's obviously going to be up top. Olaf is actually, since his buff, is actually quite a beast up top. He's quite a beast. So he'll be up against, I think we end up sending Kennen up top for the range. Gangplank against Kassadin, because if Kassadin's going to silence him, GP can still last hit easily. He can poke him back with Parlay. You generally an AD champion performs well against Kassadin. As far as my reasoning for picking Ashe this game, a lot of people don't play Ashe that very often. They're playing the Caitlyn's, the Graves, who are very strong AD champions. But the reason I like Ashe a lot lately is there's no spot in ranked game teams for a tank. There just simply is not room for a tank. There's only a few tanks that really work. You've got Singed who can solo top. You've got Leona who can support bot, and that's about it as far as tanks go that have a spot on the team. There simply aren't enough tanks that have a spot you can place them in the team. And so the reason is I like Ashe, not because I play her as a tank, but because she gives that initiation. You initiate with that ice arrow, and especially with our team. I hit that ice arrow, Sona can ult in, Gangplank can ult in, Kennen can ult in, Lee Sin can jump in, and that's why I'm really liking Ashe. She is a very strong AD champion, very strong with that arrow. Still one of the top AD picks. Not as strong in the laning as something like Caitlyn Graves, but if you're playing her properly and you get past that laning phase fine, you're not going to have any issues, and you're going to do fine. So generally you want to play passively as Ashe for the first few levels. You want to get up a few ranks in that volley. Once you get a few ranks in that volley, you're going to win your lane. You are going to destroy your lane. So as Sona comes down, just sitting in this bush, just waiting as we get into the lane. Obviously, just focus on last hitting, as always. Getting all those last hits I can. As you can see, I'm going to harass with that volley, especially because of the long cooldown. And then just poke her whenever I can. Obviously, as we get first blood, I'll actually go over to this fight. We catch Nocturne and Kassadin off guard here. So we get first 2 kills of the game straight away. So very helpful. But as you can see, so we've got Soraka and Sona. So both of them give a hefty armor buff upon healing. So what you want to do is, if Soraka's just healed Tristana, you don't want to be attacking Tristana. You just don't. Same if she's just healed herself, just don't bother. The armor buff is way too strong. As you just see, Soraka has warded that bush so that Sona had to stop camping in it. So as you can see, Lee Sin going for a gank. I'm pretty sure he actually scores the kill here too, and that's what I mean. Lee Sin, all he did was his wolves. He went to counter jungle to steal the Wraith, where he caught Nocturne, nearly killed him. Then when Cass helped, Gangplank and Lee Sin were able to pick up the kill. And then he goes straight up top and ganks top. We've already got 3 kills. We've got such an advantage already. So if you're a jungler, if you're main junglers or whatever, and you complain that all your lanes feed, that's how you prevent that kind of stuff. That harassment early. Get that going early. It's so easy to do. So as you can see, I'll just probably poke with some volleys and stuff. Yep, poke with the volley. Ashe has really good poke. And I don't like the Tristana pick. Tristana was actually bottom pick. If you're going up against an Ashe, you definitely don't want to be picking Tristana. You want to be picking someone a bit more aggressive at the start. Tristana at 6 has a lot of burst and can jump on you and kill you. But if she had gone Caitlyn or Graves or something, I wouldn't have been able to harass her this early like I've been doing. So she definitely should have rather picked someone a bit stronger like that, rather than Tristana, because we actually zone them out a lot. I mean, they even have this bush warded, and we're freely zoning them out simply because of the volley. The volley, if they don't want to eat that volley because it's packing a punch. I will put my build and everything in the channel description as usual, but I do run AD Quints to help with that early last hitting and that early volley damage, definitely. So as you can see, just Soraka out of position there. I'm just going to hit her with that volley. Wake her up a little. Should have followed up with a few autos, but I didn't. But here we go. Just hit that. As you can see, not too worried. It's pretty straightforward. Gangplank goes down. Sorry, Cannon goes down, but he does take out Nocturne. Obviously a fail gank going on up there. As you can see, miss an easy volley there. Miss a volley. Poor effort by me. So CS wise, I'm on 23 versus Tristana's 8. That is a massive lead this early. Only 5 minutes in, I'm already out CSing her by 15. So that's setting the tone for the lane, if you will, and it's only going to get worse and worse for her. As you can see, my positioning, I'm always positioning for that volley. So if she comes up for the minion, she's going to eat a volley, and then I'm going to follow that up with an auto attack. Because of the slow, I can always follow it up with an auto attack or two before she can really respond. Lee Sin pulls off a nice little gank here. Caston without flash or anything. He's got red buff. As you can see, the health bars are updating. I decided to watch this gank go down. Easy kill there for Lee Sin. Very good Lee Sin. That's always nice to see. Such a strong jungler. And especially if you know how to play him when he's not banned, it's a really good asset to your team. As you can see, just CSing it up. Getting my +1 extra gold here. Now here's a mistake I do make. After Soraka heals, I do fight. I end up winning the exchange because she runs away. But I should have just backed off the second Soraka healed, because that armor buff you would have seen. Not only did she dodge an attack with probably, you know, a 1% dodge chance or whatever she has. I don't know where she's getting the dodge. She must have defensive spec. But with that armor buff, I just couldn't scratch her, and so I shouldn't have fought her there. But I did. I ended up coming out ahead, mainly because she started to back off, and I got a few hits with the ice shot in. But beyond that, probably not the best idea. As you can see, Lee Sin just stealing the golems. You know, as we see Nocturne coming down here, actually doesn't have too much health. He only comes down with maybe 3 health bars, which is probably risky. 4 health bars, yeah, he doesn't have that much health, but we decided to back off anyway, and he instantly backs off. So I just shoot my hawk shot here, make sure he's not sitting in the bush. And with the CV as well, we can see that he's backed off. As you can see, just free auto attacks here on Soraka. She heals. I'm happy about that. She's wasting a heal on her rather than Tristana. So I just go back to the last hitting. And it's a very important mechanic to learn, obviously, last hitting. Playing the AD champion, I'm 37 to 23. She's caught up a little by about 3 CS, I think, but overall I'm still keeping the lead. Just harass with that volley. Around level 5 is when you really want to start harassing with the volley. It's down to about a 9-second cooldown, and it only gets better from there. So, game is going in our favour at the moment. Being 6-2, obviously I get silenced. I managed to get the volley off anyway. Watch a nice little counter gank go down here. Lee Sin, just too strong. Cannon comes in, spamming shit, dead. He probably used the ult to kill him. I'm not quite sure if the little replay stuff is a bit delayed and stuff. Tristana gets a good little jump on me here, but that's about it. If she had played like that from the start, she would have been alright, but I can just dwindle her down with volleys now, and if she jumps on me, I'm about to have Ice Arrow. You will see shortly she'll jump on me, I'll just Ice Arrow, flash away when she catches me out. But I'm definitely not looking forward to the nerfs that they're doing on Flash. I don't know how it's going to affect characters like Ashe, where she doesn't really have an escape. She relies on that Flash. And, you know, these tanky DPS are just going to dash up to her and kill her instantly, and she's got no chance of escaping. As you can see, Tristana dodges another attack. So I didn't actually check her profile, but she might have been running dodge runes, or she was definitely running defensive tree for, you know, that 2 or 3% dodge chance. And she just had some lucky dodges against me. So I suppose it's not too bad if you're up against another AD. You can dodge some of the poke, but really your job is to do damage, not, you know, pick up 2% dodge chance from the defensive tree. Not really worth doing. As you can see though, Gangplank is raping mid. Cassidon is not going to win against the Gangplank. Gangplank is such a strong solo top or a mid, and I definitely prefer rather to play him in a lane than a jungle. I don't like his jungle. He's such a good laner. And Cannon's obviously winning Olaf, mainly because of the range advantage he has against Olaf, because Olaf is quite a strong top now. I have seen that a few times. Now here, obviously, Sona's recalled, so I'm positioning myself back. Here, they realise Tristana flash jumps. I flash volley. I decided to ice arrow her just to be safe, just in case she was going to... Another auto attack on her ult. She could have done some serious damage, so I was like, screw it. Let's just use my arrow. Let's recall. I have enough for a BF sword, so I pick up the BF sword and the Doran's blade. So that's giving me plenty of attack damage, making last hitting a breeze. I can poke, volley damage. Boots weren't really a choice. It's not like, do I go boots and a pickaxe or something? I'm getting that that BF rather, because I'm scales so well with her volley. So well. It's going to make last hitting a breeze, and that way I can get into 1v1 fights with this Trist. Boots aren't an issue for me at the moment. It's not. Next recall I'll be able to get boots easily. I want that BF. As far as items go though, I don't actually go Infinity Edge on Ashe as the first item. I was farming so well, our team is doing so well. I often like picking up the Bloodthirster. If you're free farming still, if you're still in the laning or you're getting heaps of farm, go the Bloodthirster, because you're going to get that fully stacked before a fight. And especially if you're playing someone like Caitlyn or MF, where it's, or Graves even, where it's scaling with a lot of your abilities, then go for it. Just got a hawk shot, just make sure Soraka's not sitting in there or Nocturne snuck into the bush. Just a safety thing. As you can see, that poke, too much poke for Tristana now. Way too much poke. Now my arrow's about to come up, so basically as Ashe, whenever your arrow's up, you want to be firing it towards mid or your lane, you want to be coordinating a gank with it. As you can see, I'm winning these pokeballs with Tristana hands down now. She just can't do anything against me. And it's showing in the CS. I'm still 18 ahead. So, all good there. As you can see, volley's cooldown now. I'm just poking with volley. Tristana's putting auto attacks on me, but I don't even feel them. Compared to my AD, I have 145 AD compared to her 85. She just can't engage 1v1s with me now. She just can't. She's going to lose out every single time. Now here, Lee Sin sneaking around the back. He decides to go for it, and then he decides... He knows this bush is warded, so he decides to go around. We know this bush hasn't been warded, so he decides I'm going to sneak into this bush. They did have this warded, and that's kind of giving them a bit of a false sense of security, maybe. So we're just going to back off. As you can see, I've changed. I'm pushing. I'm back. I'm not up in the front. Now, Trish jumps on me. Nocturne ults. I get caught here, but it's alright. Sona ults. I followed up with an ice arrow to the face on Tristana. We kill Soraka with the Gangplank ult as well. So Gangplank gets a free assist, and that happens. So good job. They were coordinating a gank. Obviously, Nocturne was sitting here. Trish jumped at me, knocked me back for Nocturne to be able to hit me. But thankfully, for some reason, he didn't jump in. Maybe he lost vision or I was just out of his range. We were all just out of his range. But thankfully, he didn't jump in. That could have been actually ugly for us. But we did have the Sona ult and my ult, and so we probably would have won that anyway. Just a smart Lee Sin here. He gets out of the range of the fear, drops the ward, so he jumps to the ward, and then obviously, look at the red buff, and then he'll escape through that way. Very good Lee Sin. Very good Lee Sin play there. And he picks up a kill that no one else probably would have picked up. Here they do something silly though. Sona realizes, yep, come jump to me. Instead they decide to stay and fight. Tristana is there casting light. They don't know where everyone is, and they just decide to fight, and they give free 2 kills there. They should have just jumped to Sona and just walked away. Just walked away. As you can see though, I've been able to pick up my full boots. I do pick up a ward as well. Not really my job as the AD carried a ward, but I do always like to carry one ward, especially in these early stages of the game, because sometimes, I might end up by their blue buff, I might end up, in their jungle somewhere, or I might, there might be a fight going on in mid or all the way up top, and I'm pushing bot, and I want that protection. It's just nice to carry that one ward, in case you end up at one of their buffs or something, you're like, oh, it's up, oh, drop a ward, 75 gold, I'm not going to use it, because that's Sona's job, and this is a really good Sona, she does ward for me, but I do like having just that one ward, just keeping it there, just in case I end up somewhere that's a good ward spot, or something, or I'm worried about something, I can just ward it, give me that peace of mind, allow me to keep farming. So here we go, just farming. Then they ping Dragon, so I decided to obviously just quickly push this lane, go help them at Dragon. Obviously we get a free Dragon. Keep that CS going, I'm already up to 88 against Tristana 62. I fire an arrow, I end up just missing everyone unfortunately. I should have fired a little bit more towards their base side, because I did see Soraka. Unfortunately I missed Soraka just, but that's the power of that arrow. If that had hit, that would have secured a kill or two, definitely. But unfortunately I missed. That's okay, because we got Dragon. We end up taking out Kassadin. Too easy, and we get the tower. Lee Sin just kind of stuffing around a little here. Triss blows flash. We're just coming in. I'll volley just for a bit of protection. Tristana knocks me back. But not very helpful. Nice little ult there by Gangplank. Lee Sin insta jumps on, insta kill. So we're going to get on this tower. No, I'm not going to stuff around. Let Lee Sin stuff around. If I'm the ranged AD, I'm going to get on these towers. I know I can eat this tower. I obviously have a BF. I got Berserker's Greaves. Too easy. And so we're just going to obviously push back here. I think I can go back and afford my Bloodthirster, so I might actually get a Bloodthirster soon. Simply because it's all of that free farm. Already on 4 assists. Playing assist Ashe this game, obviously, so... But it doesn't matter. Assists, kills, I'll take it. It's all good. Plenty of farm. Another 4 minions. Cannon minions give a lot of gold. And that's something I will bring up. If you're last hitting, you know, occasionally you do have the chance to, or sometimes it comes up that you can't get both. You know, you might have to choose between last hitting. Always last hit the cannon minions over anything else, and then the melee minions over the caster minions. Just the amount of gold you get. So you just gotta think about that kind of thing. Kassadin dies, yeah. Sona goes back into die, but you know, get the kill. So good Gangplank, which is nice to see playing in mid. Obviously gets the early Sheen up for that poke, and then obviously he's gone for the slow, and now he's obviously just getting up that Warmogs. But he won't. I don't even think he'll even finish his Warmogs. This game will be over pretty quickly. As you just see, there's nowhere for me to really go and farm. This lane is pushed now, but it was all the way up here. I fire an Ice Arrow because I see GP getting engaged on. I hit Nocturne in the face, which was the main pursuer, luckily, because you know he's going to fear him as well, and then the slow around them. And I typed to him, I'm like, do you love me, Gangplank? Thanks me. So, that's what we want to do. I just didn't want him to die. I mean, he's got double buff. He's a good Gangplank, so I'll throw out an arrow. I'll save his life. As Kennon's just getting caught out. Bit too far. He's pushed up really far, so I don't... Just got to be careful of that. But as you can see, I'm always farming. I was farming the Wraith when the lane was pushed up here, and now I'm back farming this lane. I'll push it, and then I'll go find something else to start farm, or something like that. So I'll block the camera, just speed it up. Just chilling. At this point of the game, we're winning 19 to 10. It's not a massive lead. We are ahead though. We don't have many wards on the map. Sona was AFK for a little after a death, so all our wards are kind of run out. But here she comes. She's going to ward up some shit for us, so that'll be good. She's good Sona, warding a lot. Good little fight here. Catch them out. I still have my arrow up. I'm saving my arrow for that. I'm saving my arrow for that Kassadin so that he can't move around the fights. And we clean up there. As you can see, I hit Nocturne and the Kassadin. Bit of damage on the Nocturne, but the Kassadin. Here, these two really just need to ignore Tristana. She's going to jump and all that. Lee Sin is really good to pop that ward and then go after her. But we could probably just left them, and we probably could have just taken their mid tower and even an inhibitor. I go around anyway to help them. Soraka, easily kill her. I'm just going to tank the tower for Gangplank. Get in. Lee Sin shields me. Survive with 100 health. All good. I had flash up, so I would have just flashed if I was really worried. But all good. I'm just going to lifesteal. Obviously with the Bloodthirster. About half stacked, so that's pretty good. Going to go back, farm minions. That's what you want to be doing. If you're playing that AD carry, always be farming. You should be the one chasing those minion waves. If they build up, you should be the one. Just the other team complaining here. You know, it happens. It's a lot better when it's on the other team and not your team. But obviously do the safe thing, recall. Pick up a Zeal. My standard build for Ashe is either Bloodthirster or Infinity into Phantom Dancer, then usually into a Banshee's Veil, and then I'll pick up the other one that I didn't pick up before. Then either a Black Cleaver or Last Whisper, depending on how tanky the enemy is. So Cannon's just going to get caught out here again. He's pushing top too hard. I don't really know why he's pushing top so hard. He should come and help the team out, but you know, he gives away a few free kills, but not too worried. It's all good. We're going to win this game, so... Nocturne ults, so I'm still in mid. I realise I'm going to go up. I fire an arrow. It's just going to skim past all of them. Unfortunately, if I'd hit that arrow, Lee Sin probably could have cleaned up a kill because he's quite fed. So I decided to start coming in. As you can see, Lee Sin, he's already got his Warmogs, you know, about a quarter stacked. So he's pretty tanky. Olaf decides to chase too hard, so we pick him up. Actually, I jump on Trish, that's right. She dodges more attacks. I don't know what dodger she was running, but she dodges some more attacks. He dies, but Olaf's going to die for it. I'm just going to go around this way. He ghosts, and then he runs into the bush, and I'm just going to face check. I'm not worried about his damage output. And dead. You know, nothing wrong with face checking there. He's not going to be able to beat me, so I got flash up. I got exhaust up, you know, if I needed them, but he's got 200 health. I'm going to beat him easily, so he's not going to lifesteal that much off me. So easy face check, easy kill. So what am I now? 108 I am on Ashe. So definitely playing the assist Ashe this game. As what have we got in the CS? So yeah, 133, Tristana's 84. Clearly out CS, highest CS on our team actually, which is the way it should be. So I'm just kind of chilling back here. I think I started typing, yeah. I think I was typing. Yeah, that's right. I was typing to it doesn't actually show on the replay, but I was typing to one of my subscribers who was talking to me, having a nice little chat about me playing support Ashe instead of AP Ashe, but it doesn't actually show up on LoL replay, which I didn't know, but now I do. Here's a good little fight. I'm just going to ice arrow Cassidy again. Cassidy is really annoying if you let him fight, and then I'm just going to fight through the wall as the wolves eat me to death. But I can fight through the wall because we have vision. Tristana, you know, starts attacking me. She's pretty smart about it, and then I decide, oh, I'm out of mana. Just move away from there. They're just going to kill the Soraka. This Soraka got caught out of position a lot. Again, Lee Sin dropping that ward and using it. He uses it really well. He just keeps going. He goes after Nocturne, kills him. Really good Lee Sin. But as you can see, they surrendered. So we ended up winning that game quite easily. But it was a good little game to show you kind of important points when you're playing AD carries. So I hope it was helpful for you guys. I think this is number 4 of my ranked commentaries. Definitely going to do plenty more. So if you want to see more, press the subscribe button, like this video if you like this video, and leave me a comment. Anything League of Legends related. I love replying to comments. Leave me a comment.